Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back for yet another reaction video. This time, a very, very welcome announcement that we are going to be getting Crisis Core Reunion on PS5 and PS4. So this is basically a Final Fantasy VII spin-off. For those of you that don't know what the hell Crisis Core is, it was released ages and ages and ages ago. I'm talking years, and it was such a hit. And a lot of people that are fans of Final Fantasy VII and just the franchise in general absolutely loved the game. I think this is a remake. I could be wrong. It could be a remaster, but it feels like it's going to be a remake. So this video is just my reaction to the trailer. You guys have reached out and said, Jay, you are a massive fan of Final Fantasy. Have you seen this? And I was like, absolutely not. I've not seen this, so I need to know. So thank you so much for the lead on this one, guys. Other than that, let's just see what the trailer brings. Hopefully, love and joy.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
There's Zacky boy.
Zach speaking.
Making progress, Zach?
And Gio. I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime!
Soldier First Class Genesis. A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai.
You know, I've never actually seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust, and that's a real waste. Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Project G.
Project Genesis.
There he is.
Settle down. Zach the puppy. What do you know?
Shit, we're lapdogs!
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No, to become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
There we go. This winter. Wow. So for those of you that don't know what the hell that's about, without spoiling too much, Zack is very closely linked to Cloud and his story. They come from the same sort of tribe, so to speak. Without spoiling too much, though, if you guys are going to play this and you don't know anything about Zack or the backstory to Cloud, Zack, and Sephiroth and their little clique sort of thing, I'm not going to say anything else other than there are strong links, and it will all make sense when you play this game. Talking about the trailer itself, I love the concept of it. I love the concept of the story. I think this is going to be a massive, massive hit, especially for fans of this game that have played this before, way back when, as you can see, 2007 and 8. I think this one came out on PSP. I don't think there was a console release for this one. I may be wrong, but this is going to be a port from PSP from way back when. And this is essentially a prequel, arguably sort of side story to the main Final Fantasy story of 7. So as you can see in there, there is talks about Genesis, and for those of you that have played Final Fantasy 7, they're talking about the Genova project, which turns out to be linked to Sephiroth in a massive way. And I'm trying not to spoil too much, although the game's been out a while now. I know some of you out there still haven't played it, so I'm not going to spoil it too much. But this is essentially an origin story for Zack, Cloud, and Sephiroth. They're all kind of interlinked in this story. and it's heavily sort of focused on the group called Soldier as well, which are hired mercenaries. very good at killing people, basically. And there's a lot more to it than that, but I'm trying not to go into too much of a spoiler territory for those of you that don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But this looks to be pretty cool. It looks like there's a little bit of a copy and paste in terms of the battle system from Final Fantasy VII Remake, but that's not a bad thing. So the live ATB or active time battle system is back. And I noticed there were some weird sort of markers and bars going on in the top left of the screen. It said DMW or sort of DW something, D or something like that. So it'd be interesting to see what that was. We had like 2 character heads, like icons, and they were just spinning constantly. I don't know if that was like a combo meter or something, I don't know. But all the other sort of battle gauges are back. You've got your HP, your MP, AP as well. What I absolutely loved, and the big sort of wow moment for me, was seeing some of the summons in action. Bahamut looks absolutely amazing in this trailer, and we got to see a little glimpse of Mega Flare in there, or Giga Flare, depending on which way they go with it, and it just changes its name slightly. But his overdrive move basically looked absolutely amazing, and it was just enough for you to sort of see it and go, oh shit, that's Bahamut, and get enough excitement behind it, but for you to want more. It was very cleverly put in there. And initially I was kind of thinking, oh, this looks a bit stale, they're just fighting soldiers. I know this is very early days, very early development, but it is coming out this winter, so they're not too far away. I'd imagine it's in the stages now where they're going through gameplay testing, so hopefully we're going to get a bit more of an in-depth gameplay trailer soon, which will uncover a little bit more and dangle the carrot a little bit more for us Final Fantasy fans who are absolutely frothing at the mouth for the next installment in this amazing sort of game franchise. So this is coming out. Hopefully we'll get something on Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 almost, as this one sort of runs out of steam towards the end of Christmas and early into the new year maybe. And also we've got Final Fantasy 16 going on in the background as well, which is a game I'm absolutely getting from day one. Cannot wait. But all in all, guys, pretty good trailer. I don't think they're giving too much away too early, which is a smart move, and I think we're going to be seeing a little bit more in terms of what story we can expect, some surprises, some nods to the original game, some nods to the franchise, but also bringing in some fresh fans as well. I'm sure the trailer will accommodate all of that as we move closer to the release date. But I love Zack's character, and arguably some people prefer Zack to Cloud. And Cloud is obviously the trademark character of the game, but Zack has a lot of sort of likable qualities to him, and as you'll see through when the game hopefully comes out and is released on par with the old game, you'll see why there's such a big fan base behind Zack. He's a badass basically. He's just all out. He's basically Cloud, but on like a more hyper level, a bit more out there, a bit more outspoken. And obviously we've got the big bad Sephiroth in there as well. And I don't think at this stage he is completely bad. I think he'll fight alongside us quite a lot through this game, which will be fun. If we get to control him for a little bit, even better. I absolutely loved that very, very small segment in the original Final Fantasy VII game where they're fighting the massive desert serpent and you get to control Sephiroth. His HP was like 5,000 and Cloud's was like 700 at the time. He had all the maxed out magic. You just felt the power when you controlled him, and hopefully we'll get something along that sort of angle in this game. I know the game's going to be focused around Zack. It is going to tie into the Final Fantasy VII game as well, I would imagine. Be silly if it doesn't. Aerith's in there. We'll probably see Tifa. We might get a cameo from Barrett, maybe the members of Avalanche, Jesse and stuff, Biggs. But I think this is going to be heavily focused on Zack, which I'm all for. But hopefully my little fanboy in me is crying out for a little section where we get to control Sephiroth, even if it's just literally for one battle. And we just get that same sense of power that we had from the original game when we had our hands on him and we were able to use all the maxed out magic. His sword the attack he did, it just hit for like 4,000 or 5,000 hits in one go, 3,000 hits. And it just felt OP, and I just want to feel that again in this sort of game, but in a modern sort of game engine and a modern arena of controls and stuff like that. So really, really good trailer. Didn't give too much away, but like I said, I think more is going to come out as we move towards the release in winter. But I, for one, am definitely getting this one. This is another definite purchase for me, only because I'm a huge fan of the franchise. I don't think there's been a bad Final Fantasy game either. They all deliver. They're all positive in their own ways. Some are better than others, in my opinion. But they're all great stories, great experiences, and there's always some really good characters in there, even if the main character arguably isn't always the best. Zack is a series favourite, so I think this is going to be good. Stay tuned for more, but let me know in the comments, guys, what you do think of the trailer. Is there anything in there that you think should be in there? What are you looking forward to the most about the game, or are you not that arsed? Are you going to be picking this one up? Let me know in the comments. Also, guys, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Feel free to come and subscribe to the channel as well if you are brand new, and don't forget to head over to the community page. Keep your eye on that, and any content that comes through, live streams, videos, reaction trailers, podcasts, all that kind of stuff. If you don't want to miss any of it, feel free to hit the bell icon on the channel homepage and you'll be notified as and when that happens. Until the next video, guys, until the next stream, take care of yourselves and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.